What is up, guys? I am back for another round of tipping. Today I'm going to be giving you my round 12 tips for this week. Let's get right into it. For the first game, we have the Broncos taking on the Panthers. What a massive clash we have here. Broncos sitting in second and Panthers in third. This is a must-win battle for both sides, both looking to stay in the top four and potentially take charge in these middle rounds of the competition. Broncos looking really strong here, but unsure whether or not Adam Reynolds will be back for a while. Maybe he'll be back this week or in the following weeks, but Panthers looking really strong with that performance last week, and they are going really well so far. Let's see if Broncos can get the job done here. Broncos at home, you'll be giving them a chance there, but with how the Panthers are going so far, I'm looking at thinking that they might just edge out the Broncos 24-12 at full time. I reckon it'll be still pretty locked up at halftime. The kicking game of Nathan Cleary can get them the win. So that's why he is my play to watch. Nathan Cleary and Cobbo in good form for the Broncos. I reckon he might be the first try scorer. And my headline is Panthers holding out the tough Broncos, who will play a gritty, strong game with the forwards Pat Carrigan and Payne Haas. But I think Panthers, especially after their performances these last few weeks, are looking just so strong in attack and look back to their best. So Panthers for this game. Then we have the Dragons taking on the Roosters. I reckon Roosters may edge them out. Both teams struggling with form. Both teams need the win to stay off the bottom. Roosters still in 10th, so still fairly sitting well, but with a couple of struggling performances recently, they are needing every win they can get. 12-14 is my halftime prediction for these two sides, and my full-time prediction and score is 26-18. Roosters edging them out. Dragons, I don't know if they can get the job done, but my play to watch is Tyrell Sloan. Sloan doing really well against the Roosters last Anzac game, and if he stars, I reckon he could push them home. But my tip for this game is Roosters to beat the Dragons, and my first try scorer is James Tedesco. So then we have the Rabbitohs taking on the Eels in a clash that is highly favourable for the Rabbitohs. Got a good record against the Eels, and the Rabbitohs sitting in first, Eels in 14th. Eels need every single win, and hopefully Mitchell Moses is back for this game. My halftime prediction is 14-4 to the Rabbitohs, and then my prediction is Eels 22-20. I'm hoping they can get the win, but I will not be surprised if you guys tip the Rabbitohs, especially with their form against the Eels recently. Mike Acevo, back to his try scoring form he had a couple years ago. He is scoring really well already, and he scored so many tries. He's my first try scorer for this game, and my play to watch is Latrell Mitchell. He's been doing really well recently, and I reckon he could play really well in this game. Hopefully not, but for the Rabbitohs, he may play well. My headline is Eels come back against informed Rabbitohs. That's the only way I see Eels winning. Otherwise, Rabbitohs probably will just get the job done, but Eels got to start strong. They could get the job done if they can play really well. They've got to see some of last year's form, because recently they have been struggling. Eels for me, but Rabbitohs super strong. And then we have the Sharks taking on the Knights. Now, normally straightforward, Sharks, I think they get the job done, but Knights with a good performance give themselves a chance. Ponga playing really well last week against the Titans, and just was a star and could be picked for Origin. And Sharks sitting in 4th, Knights in 11th. Even though the Knights play really well, I just think Sharks will edge them out. 16-6 halftime score, and my full-time prediction is 32-18. My first try scorer is Dom Young, scoring really well for the Knights. My play to watch is Nico Hines. If he keeps starring every week, their team should get the job done and maybe pick for Origin. We'll just have to see and wait and see. My headline, Sharks being on top against the Knights. And then the Tigers are taking on the Cowboys in a game where Cowboys are starting to hit some good form, and Tigers sort of playing better than they were in the opening rounds. Tigers in 17th still, Cowboys in 13th. I mean, pretty straightforward for me. I reckon 14-8 halftime. I reckon Tigers will fight, but Cowboys for me 32-14. My first try scorer is Kyle Felt. He's also been scoring really well for the Cowboys, and my play to watch is Jureen Bowler. He's been playing really well, and I reckon he's a guy to watch for this game. Helping out with the Tigers attack. adding a new sort of layer to their attack as well, and may see him going for a couple tries. My headline is Cowboys continuing their run against the Tigers. Then we have a Dolphins versus Storm match, which I reckon will be quite entertaining. We're seeing the ladder sort of forming now. We see the Dolphins sitting in 6th, Storm in 5th. This is a massive clash, I reckon. Dolphins at home in Queensland. Dolphins looking really well. We saw how good their performance was against the Sharks, especially in the first half. And then we saw how good Storm played last week as well. I want to give Dolphins a chance, but I just reckon how Storm are playing, I reckon they're going to go up. Dolphins to score a bit of tries here, but 12-18 half-time and full-time 24-31. Dolphins just so strong in attack, but I reckon Storm will be too strong. My first try scorer is a hammer. He has been scoring well this year. Let's see if he makes the Queensland Origin team, and my player to watch, Cameron Munster, also looking to make the Queensland Origin team. We'll just have to see. But Cameron Munster playing really well for the Melbourne Storm, and I won't be surprised if he stars for this game, and I reckon he's a guy to watch for this one. My headline is Storm too strong for the informed Dolphins. And then we have the Bulldogs versus the Titans. Now, Titans, they had a good performance against the Eels, but then struggled against the Knights. Bulldogs also struggling, sitting in 15th, Titans in 9th. My halftime score is 12-6. My full-time score is 26-18. My first try scorer is Alofia Khan Pereira. He's been scoring really well. Coming second, I think, in the try scoring tally behind Mike Sivo. 12 tries, I think, and just he always seems to be getting doubles in a lot of the games for the Titans. Super strong down there, down that side. It's Foreign and Dave Fafita, and then Pereira on the wing. He's just a super strong side, and my player to watch is also Dave Fafita. Won't be surprised if more tries come down that side for the Titans. My headline is Titans beating the Bulldogs. Then we have the Raiders taking on the Seagulls, 7th versus 12th, and pretty straightforward here, 12-0, 24-6 full time. Jack White, I reckon he's a first try scorer, and Raiders are playing really well. But if the Seagulls were to win, Daly Cherry Evans has got to be playing really well, lead his team in attack, and I've seen Manly when they are good, they can definitely beat a lot of sides. Daly Cherry Evans has got a star for his team, and he could help them get the job done. But my tip for this game is the Raiders, and I predict that they're going to continue their form against the Manly Seagulls. And then the Warriors, with the bye, they've been playing fairly well, and they'll get a rest after next week. And those are my tips for this week. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.